on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah.
The coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New York Giants.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Break. 45 to Mike. They can't hang with us.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. It's caught, Shepard. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
On 2nd down, it's Barber. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Andre Ellington, his 1st carry. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Watch twins. Check the backer, check the backer. Wait. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go, easy. Hey, get the ball right here. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Go. 45 the mic. I got you. 45 the mic. Let's go.
Jones on 3rd down. On the completion, Frank Gore. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
30 base. Hard. Snap.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Okay, ready?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Go.
These two teams all tied after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, 50, plant. Hey, I-7. Bring it. Watch it. Hey, lock it. Check 99. Squeeze. Ready?
On 1st down, Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Under 10. I'm on. 10 back. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. He's checking. Crash. Rush in. Let's go.
1st down, Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, Winston. And now another one thrown incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know? Yeah. The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. On the return, it's Tate. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask them.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett. drop him for a loss on the play.
It's second down.
Got it. 45, Mike, 45. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Wayne Gallman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
From the gun, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the
To throw, Winston. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
59, 65, 65.
To the air again with Winston. It's hauled in by Ellington. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston, throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. He's screen, He's checking crap.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. This is Ellington. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, watch this. 5-0.
They'll run with Barber. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Second down and goal. Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On the ready.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Hey. Hey, team 6.
Now Jones to throw again. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready. 18 Gator. Yep. 80 weapon. Hey, exit. Check Leo. There. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bravo.
45's the mic. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Sam off.
Slam.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready? 8, read. Go.
Hey, check 24.
General West.
Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Now. Hey, Charlie. Go. Hit it.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Here's Ellington. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Here's Ellington. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming for you, son. Wait. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the try. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Mike, check. 59. That's it. Come on, boy. Let's go.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got that.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check three. Tommy.
Hatchet. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Easy. I got one.
Final play of the half here. Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch out. Green, triple team. Delta. Check three. Shit. Here we go, hey. Here we go.
Here's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 59 yards. Now Ellington. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
His pass caught with the 4. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 yards there and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half.
And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Jones on first down. Letting one go deep for the end. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 26 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Jones pass complete to Sterling Shepard. Touchdown, New York.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Again, they run with Ellington. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Ready? Blue 80. Mike 58 right there. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Barber on first and 10. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Check, white. Check, hot. Kill. Hot, 64, wait.
Throwing, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And break, the tight end's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
58, come on. 58, come on. All day, every day, any day. Easy. 58 to Mike. Don't get nervous. Alert flare. Green, 17.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Complete, he finds Bray. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. The Buccaneer first, Winston to Bray.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Barber. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Check, 47. Man, I got you.
I got you.
Come on. Sunday.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the 39, Jones. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd and short.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Whip. Watch the whip. Door out. Lucky. Look at me. Door. Go.
On 3rd and 2, Jones. He's going to loft one. Deep left. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 61 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Bucs take over first. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Jameis now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. Easy. Hey, move it. Flip it. Right, check. 59. All day, pump. Check 4. Slam.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Credit the sack to Corey Legion. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Oh, look at that. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
Here
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Ready to break.
45.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Watch twist.
This is Gallman. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Winston now to throw on first down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check safety. Hey, lock it. What? Squeeze. Check. Hey, Alpha. Crunch. Yo, go. Hey, Jack. 45.
From the gun, Jones. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Carl Nassib in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Jones throwing complete here to Tate. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Ready? 18, Gator. Here we go. Check. Rock it. Check 43. Leo. But
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was Darian Stewart that time who was able to knock the pass away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Going deep this time for Miller. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Safe. Shift. Wait. Where do we go?
Jameis to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Check, 59. Focus, defense, focus.
The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Wayne Goldman, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
He's got a man, complete. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Winston. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. To throw is Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the ground, it's Gallman again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gallman will run it. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Gallman. And some room to roam now. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Easy, easy, easy. Slam, slam, slam.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Yeah, let's get a sack line.
Easy, 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 easy. Hey, 47 Mike, 47 Mike. Mike, 47. Hey, let's go, let's go.
47's the Mike. 47.
First down, Winston. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Carson. And the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans, they've got it in cruise control right now. A win would be their 2nd on the young season.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
30 base. Go.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Gallman. Darian Stewart there to bring him down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. This shorty, she support ride. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take no challenge. Putting live from the winner side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the